Wow, what is this? Some hour-long unedited video that I'm uploading to my channel? What's going on here? Welcome everybody to what is going to be the first episode of my podcast called the Cartoonicast. This was something that was suggested on a stream, and my friends seemed really interested, and I thought it would be a fun thing to try out. So here it is, the first ever episode. I'm joined by Smitty, Geo, and Relic, and, we had a pretty good time. It was fun. I'm recording this afterwards. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I plan on making these once a month, and so if it's something that you're into, that's cool. If not, don't worry about it. They're not going to be coming out super frequently. And if you guys are interested in them, I might also consider live streaming them on Twitch first and then uploading them to YouTube or making them more frequent. I don't know. This is something that's just I'm experimenting with. Who knows what the final form is going to look like, but for right now, it's just going to be uploaded to YouTube. Maybe eventually I'll do like a SoundCloud or something, but for right now, this is all it is. So let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you next time. Welcome, everybody, to the first ever episode of the Cartoonicast, the only podcast that has this name according to Google. Today, I am joined by Smitty, Relic Gaming, and Geoman X8 or XGeoman 8 or 8Geoman X or whatever the fuck he's called.
The last
Geoman XXX. Magic, the new Magic Mike sequel. Yeah, it's just gonna be Giovanni. So today, because
gonna be okay.
Yeah, what?
Sorry,
Relic?
sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
God, great start, Relic. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
Because
cancel podcast is already over. All right,
Relic,
let's cut back to some fun memories
so much
we
for
had.
watching. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah. All right.
Now let's make a list of all the people who died, like in the Oscars.
In memoriam, this podcast. Anyway, so because today is the first episode of the podcast, I thought it would be a fun little game, a little topic to talk about, where we would discuss our first different things that we've done, first things that we've experienced in our lives, and just kind of share that with everybody. So the first question, pretty on theme with our channels and all that stuff. First video game you ever played. Does anyone want to go first? I'll start if you guys think about it.
Let me think. Yeah, I need to think about it.
All right, so I'll go first. So funny enough, mine is actually Pajama Sam, which Smitty played on his channel.
Hell yeah.
I was a PC gamer. Game. Yeah, PC gamer. From day one, I remember playing the Pajama Sam games, Freddy Fish, and Putt Putt.
I played those. I didn't play Putt Putt though.
And here's the thing: I remember those games taking me like hours or days. I can't even remember at this point, but they took me a long time. It was like a journey, and it took so long. And I would always go exploring. I don't know, Smitty. How long did it take for you to beat Pajama Sam?
It took me less than an hour. They were very simple games. I played them. What the fuck are you talking about? I would play it again because it had a different playthrough. It had 3 different playthroughs each time. So I would play it.
Levels?
Yeah, so I would play it again, and then play it again. Now I would probably do all of that within 2 hours.
Don't you have to collect socks in that game or something?
There was, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I mean, I still did it because I was the fucking loser.
I'm a completionist. I need to get all the Steam achievements for Pajama Sam.
Is it even on Steam?
Yeah, that's what he bought. That's the thing about Smitty. OG, right? He buys these shitty games that he plays for his videos.
Oh yeah, I'm commit, dude. I'll commit to that shit. Dude, I want to give money to the developers. That's my childhood right there.
It's probably the only money they've gone in months. That's probably
oh god, what happened? They just the guy wakes up from his desk just Cheeto dust on his face what a transaction $5 Billy, we can afford the lights for another week.
Cool. Mom, I made it.
I looked at Maggie's in his chair looking at the bills man, I don't know how to get by next month, and then my transaction kicks in I'm good for another month, boys. Let's go.
They make it a trilogy.
If 25 cents can feed a starving kid in Africa for a day, I feel like $5 could make another Pajama Sam game. Let's be real here.
Fun fact.
Forgot about the conversion though.
When I bought Pajama Sam.
Yeah.
When I bought Pajama Sam and I uploaded it, and they watched it, and he told me about it. I didn't know there was 4 Pajama Sam games.
There's 4? I thought there were 2.
No, there's 4.
Wait,
there's
what? I think I've only played 2 of them.
Dude, I didn't even know there was a second one. I bought the second one.
Looks like we know what you're saying.
Oh god.
Yes.
I did try to do a recording for that, but the footage got lost. You know.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
It's insane. Like it's so insane. One day I want to go back and play the other 3 and 4.
Oh my god, it's for PlayStation?
You can get it on PS4 digitally remastered, 60 frames per second.
Wait, hold up. It doesn't even run at 60 frames per second.
Hey, it does on PS4.
I heard,
no, it doesn't.
bad.
You can use that little touchpad on the controller thing to like pick the socks and like arrange them and everything. Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit, that's next gen.
Little extra fun fact: when I played the second one and lost the recording, I did it again, and then lost the recording still again. So I played through it twice, the entire game.
Smitty,
Have you
ever heard of the
lost your
phrase
mind?
"third time's the charm"?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that again. It was very annoying. Like my jokes were just like, at that point because I already said them twice. I was like, they're not genuine anymore. So I was like,
Now you could wait a bit
video.
and come back to it after you've had a
Maybe.
while.
Alright, I guess.
All right, so I
I guess
guess that was my answer for first video game. So I'll just go down the list of what I'm looking at on the Discord here. So after me, it goes Smitty.
Mine's a
Pajama Suit.
Nah, that was kind of one of them, but that wasn't the first one. Mine's a classic. Most people play this. I played Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon Red.
Pokemon Red? Okay.
And my brother.
You're turning into a robot again.
Yeah,
but, you know,
you're a
whatever.
robot again.
Oh
Well,
my god.
well,
What a life.
Oh my
Smitty,
god, he's Windows XP.
Smitty is like got bit by like a radioactive robot spider, and he's like slowly transforming into a cyborg as we talk. So you're gonna have to deal with that. It's just like
Smitty's a T800.
You saying that and me looking at his picture, it's just kind of funny.
that's him, you
Oh
know.
my god.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, Pokemon Red, which you did,
Yeah.
you also did a video on.
I did do a video on that. That was Fire Red, which was the remaster. Same thing. Let's be
They're the
honest.
same thing. They what did they? Oh, now it's like what they added 6 more pixels. It looked like shit still.
Yeah. All right,
You
but
know, played when it was remastered for the second time.
yeah. So that's 2 videos of mine. You guys can go check out over at my channel.
Yeah, so that's I'm gonna bleep out any part, cut out any part where we mention Smitty's videos or channels. I'm probably
Alright,
even gonna cut out the part where I introduce him at the beginning. So
Oh yeah.
Just put a black box over his like picture.
yeah, censor it.
Every
Beep,
time
like
someone
a
says my
long
name,
beep.
bleep it.
Yeah, any just
Every
like
time he
long
talks.
beep. Yeah.
There's the he just cut out my edit audio the entire time. Like no one hears me at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So
Did
anyway,
you guys hear that like long, empty like silence right there? Like I didn't
Exactly.
hear anything.
it's just I don't know. What are we talking about, right? It's just we're talking about nothing. So
I think some guy was talking about Pajama Sam videos, but I'm not really sure.
yeah, on some
about
other
that.
person's channel. I don't know. Maybe it was the Game Grumps that did
So-
the video.
Yeah. Probably.
Anyway, back on track here.
Yeah. So
Pokemon Red, I haven't played
Pokemon
any of
Red.
the Pokemon games except for Pokemon
I'm
Go.
currently playing one as we
Yeah.
chat.
I played Pokemon Go and I played Pokemon Snap. Those are the 2 games. They're basically the same thing.
And didn't
Yeah.
you stream both of those?
Yeah, I didn't stream
I
Pokemon
helped
Go,
you.
but I streamed Pokemon Snap. Actually, fun
Oh
fact.
yeah.
While
I
I was
helped you with Snap.
yeah, while I was playing Snap, Geo has this big giant book on how to beat Pokemon Snap. I don't even think he owns Pokemon Snap, but he came by the stream while I was streaming it, and he was like, he had the book open, he was like flipping through all the pages, and he's like, okay, in order to catch that Pokemon, you're going to need to bait it using a level 3 Pokeball music thing, fucking whatever, and throw it at exactly this time.
Throw a rock at these exact
Apples,
coordinates,
they're
and
apples,
something will
they're
fall out of the
apples.
sky.
Relic,
Mhm.
not rocks,
I thought they were
apples.
rocks. Oh, I don't know.
No,
I've
you
never
throw
played
apples because they like eat the apples.
it's
that.
You can't
It's only-
stone the Pokemon. That's so messed up.
why not?
Burn
And you do
them at
that.
the stake.
but-
You get them pissed off, then they blow fire at you, and
Some
you
of
get more
them do
points
get
for
pissed
it.
off. You can throw the like apples and hit them in the head like a rock. Harsh.
Well,
You
you
can
throw
actually do
rocks
that
in
in
the
the games.
Pokemon Red in the jungle,
Yeah.
whatever it's called, the Safari Zone. You throw rocks at them,
Yeah.
and you get higher
Yeah.
chances of catching them.
Okay, yes. I don't know. I haven't played any of the Pokemon games.
Animal cruelty.
I
man,
do
right?
have
Cruelty.
Charizard slippers, but
You
know,
know
I
what my
haven't
favorite
played-
game is? Is
What?
the one where you enslave the brothers and sisters and then make them fight to the death. And the one that it's too weak, you enslave them and kill them and feed it to the stronger ones.
But Smitty isn't
Pokemon
that's
Go is
Pokemon
fun,
Go.
guys.
Oh yeah,
See,
that's
like my first Pokemon game was actually a Mystery Dungeon, which is weird because as a child, I
one?
thought that it was a Red Rescue Team. I think.
what
it's
is
called.
Miss
I-
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? That's what it's called.
Yeah, oh, I love
Yeah.
That sounds like a porn of like come to my mystery dungeon,
No,
Pikachu.
dude,
Nope, nope.
There's a bunch of
No,
Jigglypuffs like
no.
chained up.
No, because like, okay, let me explain. All right, it's for the Game Boy Advance, and like basically you play
DS.
as the Pokemon, and
It's
I
so
literally
big.
no, because it actually has a story. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
to say like the other Pokemon games don't have stories, but I wouldn't say it's as strong as the Mystery Dungeons one.
There was even an
Interesting.
episode of Pokemon where Ash turned into a Squirtle, and then it was the
What?
game. Yeah, there was an actual.
No,
episode.
it wasn't Ash. It wasn't Ash.
No, it was Ash, and he turned into a Pokemon.
No, it wasn't
Pokemon
Ash.
fun fact.
Are you sure? I'm gonna look this up right now.
I think Smitty just read like that book, like the Transmorphers or whatever.
'cause-
What they were like, the kids that turned into the animals.
Animals.
Animorphs, that's it.
Oh yeah,
It's just
You know,
Pokemon animals.
I always saw them at my library, and I always wanted to read them, but I was too scared.
I was like, this is some furry shit.
I did get weird in the
It's-
animal
we
series.
should buy Sky the box set.
Yeah, just like the kid like turns into a wolf with like a huge wolf penis, human penis dick, like hybrid
That's how
thing.
Furry started.
Exactly.
But yeah, they did actually make an episode on Mystery Dungeon, and when as a kid I was really excited for that. And at the very end of the first episode, it said to be continued, and it's 2018, and we've yet to get another episode.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
It
they'll
came
see the
out in like
podcast.
2009, I think.
They'll see the podcast and they'll realize there's still interest.
And they'll be like,
Mhm.
"What are we doing, boys?"
Yeah. But anyway, literally the ending of Mystery Dungeon as a kid actually made me cry because the ending was a
Because
little
you're a
sad.
pussy.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, cool. Just making sure we're all on the same page here.
There's a little,
Okay.
it's a little bit of mixture of both. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, I think you're right. It wasn't Ash, but
Yeah,
I
'cause
think just because I just kept watching all the episodes, I just assumed it was Ash.
Oh, okay. Just for. Oh, maybe that's why they didn't make any more episodes. Ash turned back to a human.
There you go.
All right.
Oh,
we
still-
get so off track. Okay. Yeah.
but that's good. That puts time.
Oh yeah, so yeah, my brother gave me his on Game Boy and Pokemon Red. Played the shit out of it. I was only 2 years old. Didn't understand a single thing. It took me probably 2 years to beat the game, maybe 3.
It only took me 3.5, and I
but-
did it.
but-
I finished it last week.
And it probably a good year was probably at Mount Moon. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know what any of this means.
Okay, basically Mount Moon is an area where it's like you can only see like 2 spaces in each direction. And you don't know where
Yeah.
you're going. It's like a maze, and you can't.
You're in
even see
complete
where you're going.
darkness.
Okay.
And even if you use the move Flash, it extends to 4.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. So that's Smitty's. Relic, what's the first game you played?
See, okay, I was really.
I bet. I
about
wonder
that.
what it's gonna be.
God.
It's not Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh.
Really, I'm shocked.
But I just remember it just being a big collection of like PC games and PS1 games. Like one of the first games I remember playing was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on the
Oh
PC.
my god.
I shit you. That was one of my first games, and I like replayed it recently, and I was like, wow, I found this fun. Because what really got me pissed off in that game is like you would have to collect wizard cards, and they would be like hidden in the most obscure places of the.
I played that game. I
And
remember that.
and what even gets me more mad is like you can't return to the level. So if you missed a wizard card, you're gonna have to restart the game. Just like,
I quit that game because I couldn't
Yeah.
figure out how to jump over a ledge.
They're also all number based, so when you go by a number and you skip a number, you already know you fucked up.
okay, and what it was like really terrifying because it was a platformer game, and like
Oh, yeah.
what the most terrifying things in that game
What was this
were
game?
these like
What was this
it was
called?
Harry
Harry
Potter
Potter.
and the Philosopher's Stone PC for
PC version?
edition. Yeah,
I
I
have it
also
on
I
Xbox.
also have it for PS1, but my sister poured milk on it as a child and it never worked again.
I have them for the Game Boy.
I shit you not. That's actually what happened. But I have the stains on it still too, which is funny.
Okay,
There's
I've
like these
seen that.
just white dots over the front of the disc. But anyway,
Oh,
as
so much bacteria.
was-
on it.
there was a mission in the herbology class, and there's like these like Venus flytrap things, and they like attack you.
I remember
At the
that.
very end of the level, there'd be like this giant one, and like as a kid, it terrified the shit out of me. So I got my sister to do the level for me.
How
Because
old
it
is your
was
sister?
terrifying. It was like my sister was like probably like 8 or something,
How
and
old were you?
I was probably like 4 at the time.
Oh, can I
It'd be
throw a
funny
little?
if you said, like your little sister did it for you.
Yeah, she's older. Yeah,
she's
can I throw a
double
little
my age
related?
at that time.
Can I throw out a related story there about
I mean,
Harry
it is your
Potter getting scared?
podcast.
Sure.
Sure.
When I first saw Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the movie, it was like my first time watching it. I had not read the books. This was the only movie I saw before I read the books. And I was really little, and I was with my sister. And so, little backstory: my grandparents own a camp in Michigan, and they have a camp building, and then down the road is the house where my grandparents would live during the summer, and then they would go over, in during the camp hours to work there, right? So we were in the basement of the camp building, and we were watching the Harry Potter movie. All the lights were off. We were the only ones in the camp building. Everyone else was over at the other house. We were watching Harry Potter, and the scene where Harry looks into the mirror, and it's like his deepest desires or whatever, and his parents appear behind him. We thought they were like ghosts or whatever, and we both just ran out screaming and just sprinted all the way down the street to the house and ran in, and we didn't pause the movie or anything, and we just booked it. And my guess is it was mainly me being a pussy, and me being so scared my little sister. And then I still remember going back, and then we watched it. I don't know if you guys, I mean, I can't be the only one that was scarred by this movie as a kid, right? But the end part with Voldemort, I remember hiding under a chair. Oh, it was rough.
Oh man.
My whole thought of that was, how does he breathe and how does he eat if he's in the back of the dude's head?
Well, I think it's like a cat dog situation.
Yeah.
How do they do stuff as well?
I think just it's like a singular stomach. It goes in one end, and then it in the middle of it. I don't know how they shit. I hope that they have an anus in the middle, right? It's not like they shit out of one of their mouths, because that's a rough
belly
job.
button.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Don't they have a belly button, like a big puckered belly button?
I could imagine they're like one of those old-fashioned saws that they go back and forth when you're sucking dick. So there'll be two dicks at it, and just going back and forth. So
what is wrong with you? Stop.
That's what I imagine.
Okay,
Oh,
but can I keep talking about it?
Yeah, no, sorry, I got off topic.
No,
Can you talk about?
No, because I mean I didn't know if you want me to keep talking.
No, if you want to talk more about Harry Potter the game, you can talk more about it. I went off topic. That was my bad.
So one of the hardest things about that game was that three-headed dog.
Yeah, Fluffy.
There was a mission where you had to use the flute on each separate head, and you have to try and make them all sleep at the same time and not get hit by the waking heads.
Mission
and
impossible.
it wasn't possible, because every time you make one sleep, the heads would go crazy at you, and then you just die. It was
you call PETA and tell them they're keeping a deformed dog
locked up in an attic or whatever.
What was really annoying was this got me really pissed off, because I got every single wizard card from that point. So I was like, hey, I'm about to complete this game, and but I got stuck in that level, and I kept, every time you respawn, you had to open this chest to get a wizard card, and the animation's 20 seconds to pick up the fucking thing.
It sure is.
And one time I forgot to do it because I just did it so many times, and I finally defeated him, and I couldn't go back.
Ooh.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna complete this game and never come back to it because I can't do anything right.
But Relic,
So,
have you played the Harry Potter Connect game?
yes, I have. Actually.
I have too. It's terrible. I mean, I liked it as a kid because I was like, oh my gosh, I can throw spells, but it's bad. It's not.
So when are you guys gonna get the Harry Potter on the phone?
I don't want that.
What do you mean?
They're making an app for it.
Is it?
It's basically I kind of see it as The Sims, but Harry Potter.
Oh, is that
That's
actually
all.
what they're doing?
It's
That's
that
kinda
Avengers
cool.
game I played all during our
Oh,
class.
it's one of those games where it's the ones where you have to purchase a building or something and then wait an hour for it to finish being built, that kind of thing.
God,
I hate those games.
It's like Clash of Clans. You have to raise up troops.
Or that
and,
Smurfs game. Remember that Smurfs game everyone played?
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened, but when it was first announced, they said the people who made Pokemon Go were gonna make this.
Yeah. And
But
you
it's
were
not the
supposed
same
to
people
capture
now.
the creatures of the Harry Potter realm.
Yeah, that's-
Capture students.
Bring them to the
Capture
dungeons.
The mystery dungeons.
You see the Jigglypuffs chained up
You
from
grind
earlier.
them the candy to feed to others.
All right, and this is the last thing I want to talk about the Harry Potter game, and we can continue. Was the final boss. It was Quirrell, obviously,
Yes.
and what the tactic you had to do was stand behind a pillar, and when he was standing in the right position, you had to use Flipendo on the pillar, and it would land on him. And it was like one of the most fatal things I've ever seen it like as a child. Where the
That's
point
not book accurate.
where I actually felt bad for the person that was for him. And like once you like get through all the pillars, he still has like a third of health left. So like I didn't know what to do. So I kept dying to him. And then I realized you have to go up to the mirror, and every time he'd cast a spell at you, you would have to turn the mirror so it would deflect and go back at him.
Talking to a man in the mirror.
And
Okay.
when I finally beat him, I jumped out of my chair, and I think I broke my ankle.
Oh my god.
Because it hurt so bad, but like I didn't want to say anything because I don't know why I didn't want to.
You didn't want your parents to know that you were a little bitch, you know.
Yeah, I guess. So yeah.
You won again, Voldemort.
Video games do cause violence.
And I've considered like doing the game for a live stream. I feel like that'd be pretty fun to do, and maybe
You have to reenact everything, including
reenact everything as a kid.
break your leg.
Okay. Final thing: when you learn the spells, you had to like trace your mouse into a formation, and each time you have to do it like 4 times, and it progressively gets more difficult because you have to like trace every single bit of the white because your mouse can only fill up so much of the white line. And what would get really annoying is like I'd trace over every single white bit, but then the game would say I only filled up 67% of the white lines.
Oh, that's
and
weird.
Then I would miss out on house points, and then Slytherin would be in the lead.
Oh.
So like,
Dude, I get so angry when I got caught by the guards, and they would be like, "Oh, minus 10 points for Gryffindor," and I'm like, "Motherfucker!" And I would be at the end of the day, and then like Slytherin would have those extra 10 points ahead of me
for catching the students that were out.
Like, oh my god. And for me, it was a joystick I had to use, and then, I don't know. I think it was a lot easier for me to do it than the.
Maybe
the
Smitty's
mouse.
just better at gaming.
I guess I just am, you know.
Yeah, there was a stealth mission in that game where you had like pass Filch and his cat.
Oh, dude, I hated the stealth.
And his
mission
cat
so
would
much.
like jump off of bookshelves and like land on you, and it was like the scariest shit because it like do this like really loud hiss when she caught you. So like she would like jump off a bookshelf, land on you, and like there'd be this loud hiss. And I'm just sworn I punched my my computer screen one time because of how bad it scared me.
All right.
Dude,
So,
Harry Potter.
Wait, hold on.
all right. No, Smitty, that's
Wait, I gotta say one small thing. There was a gift shop that you had to go in to purchase items, and to get to the gift shop, there was a small little sneak mission that you had to do, and you had to do it every time, and it was the most annoying thing ever. He barely moved, and it was pointless to have that in there. Fuck you, developers, for putting that in the game, because a few times I got caught, and I had to restart it because I didn't want to lose those 10 points. So
I'm gonna point out. So I wasn't recording at this time. To the people listening, that before I started recording, I said I only had 4 questions ready, and Smitty was like, "What the fuck, Nate? Only 4 questions? We're gonna run through those so fast."
What the fuck? I said, Nate, that's probably not enough.
We are
It's been
over
like 20
We are over 20 minutes into this, and Gio hasn't even said his answer yet. So,
Okay, yeah, let's just let
move on, yeah.
Gio, your turn.
What is your first game?
Pokemon as well.
Okay,
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Now we can move on. All right, Pokemon.
Aw.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Can we wait? At least tell us. At least tell us which one.
Which one?
It was Sapphire. I played that at least 5 times through. Then I upgraded to Emerald. I played that, and then I bought the new one as well. So I technically have 3 versions of the same game.
Dude, I have Sapphire too. I'm looking at it right now. It's on my desk.
All
I
right,
have a
next
desk
question for you,
myself.
Nate.
I feel so sorry for Gio. Everyone took like an hour answering the question.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, Sapphire. All right, next.
All right, so Gio can start this one then. What's the first movie you remember seeing in theaters?
Remember or
Well, the first one you
Can you-
remember. The first one you remember. As far back as you can go, what was the first movie you remember seeing?
ooh,
If you can't think, I do have my answer, and I'll be quick.
I can't remember my first movie, but I can tell you what my parents said what my first movie was.
Well, you would have to remember something, Gio. Even if the first movie you remember seeing in theaters was the last movie you saw, just think back as far as you can. What is the first movie you can remember seeing in theaters?
The first movie I saw in theaters
remember
that I
seeing.
can remember. Probably Madagascar around
Dude,
there.
that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Those movies
King
have not
Louis.
aged well, in my opinion.
Nah.
Especially that Penguin spinoff.
But they did a straight to Netflix thing too with King Julian, I think.
They were the minions of their time.
I think I actually have a pretty solid movie, one that I can remember. I really
Nick-
like
Nick-
it. And mine was the SpongeBob movie.
Nickelodeon's just doing a bunch of DreamWorks ripoffs on their channel. They've done like a Kung Fu Panda one, and I think they're
I
planning.
think
to do
Nickelodeon and DreamWorks, they're like connected. They're owned by the same people though.
They might be. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but I'm pretty
Paramount?
sure I heard them doing something about an Over the Hedge TV show. So
Probably.
No,
wouldn't
but
be-
back
that
to
might be the only one that's good.
Yeah. So.
I can see it working for some
back
reason.
to the barnyard.
Oh gosh.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but then there we go. Segue. Like I said, Nickelodeon DreamWorks. My first movie was the SpongeBob movie, the one with
Ooh,
Hasselhoff.
Good times.
I think that movie still holds up. I've seen it relatively recently.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
love watching
the
that movie.
greatest SpongeBob movie.
Really, I
ever.
don't remember I don't remember most of the movie in the theaters. The only part I remember is the end when he starts singing I'm a Goofy Goober, like the rock version, like Goofy Goober
yeah.
rock. He's like, I'm a Goofy
So
Goober, rock! And, like, yeah,
Which was
it's
a
like,
cover of an 80s song by Twisted Sister.
okay, nobody gives a shit about that, Relic.
And they
Okay.
sung it as well for the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, did they actually?
Yeah, that's not SpongeBob. That's Twisted Sisters.
Yeah, it's Twisted
Well, I
Sister
know
made
that,
the
but I
song.
didn't know if it was actually. That's cool. Way to go, SpongeBob. You got Hasselhoff and Twisted Sister, people that literally none of your key demographic will ever know. But, you know, good job on you guys.
They had to get some entertainment from the parents. I think that's
No,
probably
yeah,
the
I
main
think
reason
that's
they put in there.
SpongeBob, I think, was one of the first shows to be able to kind of do that, to have a show that parents could enjoy as well. Maybe not as much as some other shows today. Like, I think it's definitely still more aimed towards kids. But,
Now
like,
they gotta step it up for Teen Titans Go, the movie.
okay.
Hey, I love the original.
I do know
television
that is
show.
coming.
Dude,
Yeah.
hell yeah, the original was fucking amazing.
Yeah. Let's not talk about it too much, though.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we got to keep it moving. Got to keep the train rolling.
Okay.
Smitty.
Question 3.
No, you guys, fuck you guys. No, Smitty, what's your first movie?
Mine was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Wait, the
And
Chamber
the
of
only reason why I
Secrets?
remembered this is because when I went to go see it, halfway in the movie. All right, so the theater I was in was old. It was an old theater, and it was like one of the first to get those like you were able to lean back type of stuff going on.
Right, yeah.
So as a child, I was an active boy, going crazy, and I was leaning back crazy. And as I was watching the movie, I was leaning. I put my hand down where the gears were, and as I leaned back where the gears were, I snipped a bit of my pinky off.
What?
Yeah, now like it's not
What is it
noticeable.
with you guys getting injured in Harry Potter?
Yeah, it's not noticeable, but if I line it up perfectly, you can see it. My right hand of my pinky is slightly smaller than the other one, but I have to line it up for you to notice it. When I sliced it, that my nail cracked all the way from the bottom, and they had to call the paramedics. Paramedics to come and stitch it up and whatnot. And according to my mother, I didn't care about my finger getting cut off, and I yelled at the people who were stitching my finger because I wanted to go back in and go see the movie.
Ooh,
Because I didn't want to miss anything else.
that's a pretty outstanding review for Harry Potter and the Chamber
Dude,
of
it was-
Secrets right there.
Dude, I fucking love Harry Potter's. I was like, I want to go back and
Potters.
see it. Hurry up and
Potters?
stitch my finger.
There's an additional finger for a new movie.
All right.
Yeah, but that was my first movie I ever remember seeing just because of that one memory.
Makes sense. Yeah. Relic?
See, the movie I can remember was it's a little bit of both of these movies. I don't know which one I've seen first, but it was like Nemo or Spirit.
I'm going to
Yeah,
look
do
up
you
which
know-
came first. I'm going to look them up.
I think
Find
Nemo
it.
might have came first.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Spirit Away, you mean?
No, Spirit. It's the horse
Spirit
movie.
Away.
2003.
Spirit, the horse
Spirit.
movie.
Stallion of the
Didn't
Mountain.
Nemo come out in 2005?
No, 2003. I just googled it, and then Spirit the movie came out in 2002, so it was Spirit.
Okay, it was probably Spirit. Okay. So there's not really much memories from that movie. All I remember was like there was like these cowboys. Like I think it took place during the Civil War. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that sounds
But they had-
about right.
They had a train, so I can only they didn't have the best of technology, so I can only assume it was like
Yeah.
was it 1850s? Is that the Civil War?
I
I
have
wanna-
no idea. Let's say yes.
No, Civil War took place in 2016 with Captain America. And Remember that, Nate, in English class?
Yeah,
We tried to look up
yeah. Back in
Civil War
11th
photos.
grade, we had to do a project in English class about the Civil War. So I googled Civil War photos, and like only thing that came up were like Marvel stuff. So
No, Nate, it went. We were trying to
Oh
find.
right,
the
we
new
were trying to find
posters.
stuff about the Civil War movie, and only
Yeah, and then
Civil
we
War.
completely forgot America had its own Civil
Right,
War.
that's what it was. Is the other way around. So, side note, Relic, with the Spirit Away, you were talking about that. I was like, the only thing I can remember from that movie is that there was some dude that had big floppy gloves on, and then I googled it, and then he came up, and I was like, that's the guy. Side note, I guess. Yes, The Spirit Away. I don't really give a shit about this movie. I don't know if you guys remember anything about it. Like,
I didn't watch that movie until like 2011, so I wouldn't.
that's the first time. The first movie you remember seeing was in 2011.
No, I said I've seen Spirited Away in 2011, so like.
I'm talking about Spirit.
Oh,
Did I say
Spirit.
Spirit Away? Did I say Spirited Away?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
That's what I.
Okay.
Okay, Spirit. Yeah, in Spirit to do with the big floppy gloves. He had big
Yeah, I
floppy
don't-
gloves, and that was the
not
only thing I remember.
I don't know much from the movie of my memories or anything. I just remember watching it. Nothing more.
Also, Gio, I know you'll appreciate this. If you type in Spirit movie and you search it, then you go to Google Images. If you scroll down, there's just a random picture of the B movie in there.
Wait, hold on.
I'm looking this up.
I'm not lying.
Why
Oh
did you
my
scroll
God, you're
down
right.
so far?
It's not that far at all, actually. It's like
It's
the top
not.
10 rows. It's like right there. It's on the left.
Wait, there's Lion King right next to it too.
You scroll down My Little Pony.
Yeah, there's My Little Pony. I see that. I don't see
I
Lion
scroll
King.
down. There's
Oh
a
yeah,
weird
My
looking
Little
bird.
Pony.
Oh, the Lion King. Yeah, I do see that. The drawing.
I see Up and
I
Teen
feel like-
Spirit and
I'm
The
lying.
Frequency.
All right. So yeah, that was that question. So I'm gonna skip one.
Coco.
I'm gonna skip one of the questions that I had. Just
Can you
because
say what it was?
it was your first job, but I know Relic hasn't had his first job.
Yeah.
And Gio hasn't
Oh.
really had an official first job. So
Can I tell a story about that?
I'm gonna save that the topic of job stories for another time, Smitty.
Wait, I've
Okay.
worked with my dad.
I do have a funny story.
Well, we can
I've
do
done
it
that.
another time, because
Okay.
we're already going over. And I did actually find something that'd be kind of fun to do. So the last one I'm gonna ask is, what's your first memory? Who wants to start?
Oh shit. Well, my oldest memory that I can remember was as a baby. Okay, I wasn't really a baby. I was like 3, but I climbed on top of my. No, I was 2. Sorry. Okay. I was climbing on top of my kitchen counter. I got a chair, and I climbed on top of the counter, and I was like on 1 foot, and I was like, "Hey, mom, come in here." And like, cause 2-year-olds can't walk correctly, and she's like, "Oh, that's great, dear. Get down, come here." And I was like jumping around on top of
Wow.
the counter. So yeah, that's fun, right?
And then you died.
And then I died. It said you died, just like Dark Souls.
Down instead of wasted.
Yeah.
Gio, first memory.
You guys gonna laugh at me for this, but I wanted to see what it's like to hit my head on the wall going down the stairs. So I did that.
What the
I
fuck?
just laid on my back and I slid down the stairs and hit my head. My parents asked me, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Did you write down the notes? Did you hypothesize what was going to happen? Like,
This explains so much about you.
brain injuries.
So
I
fun
just wanted
fact.
to see if I could do it.
So fun fact, Gio's parents got him tested for like mental illnesses. Not once, but twice. They did it and they were like, no, and they were like, I want a second opinion. Okay, it's just mean if you guys don't laugh.
I laughed.
Anyway.
That's fake. I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, clearly you probably hit your head so hard that like you forgot about it.
Yeah, okay. So also my first memory. So it's between 2. So I'm gonna say the one that's more interesting. I guess it's not that interesting. But I remember basically I was just complaining to my mom because I was 3 years old, and it was the day before my birthday, and I was complaining because I didn't want to be 4, because I was like, 3's like, a really solid number, like,
Wow.
3, it's just very visually appealing. It sounds nice, like 3 years old, yeah, but like 4, ooh, no one wants to be 4 years old. That's too old. That or when my sister was born, but that was around the same time, so I don't know. I don't know which one it was. But yeah, those were the two, I guess. I remember picking out like a toy for my sister before like going to the hospital to like give her like a toy. For when the first time I met her, I got her like plush crab.
Can I tell the story of where I got knocked out as a kid?
Does
Yeah.
it involve Harry Potter?
Fuck it, we don't need to hear Smitty's thing. You can just go twice instead of him
Oh,
going.
Smitty didn't go. Oh my bad, I forgot. Smitty, go ahead. Smitty, go ahead.
I also like I can't tell which one was which. The other one is probably the more correct one, but I'm gonna say the more funnier one because
Okay.
comedy purposes.
Right.
As a child, very young, I did a lot of sleepwalking. I grew out of that phase. But I sleepwalking a lot. And one time, I unlocked my door and I sleepwalked in my parents' room, and I opened up the window, and it's two floors, and I went out the window on the second floor, and then it was dangling almost to my desk,
What?
and I would have died until I woke up, and I yelled for my mother. To
What?
come
It was a
pick me up.
dream?
No, this was an actual thing.
Oh, wait, you were sleepwalking. Oh, you were sleepwalking.
I was
Okay.
sleepwalking, and I opened my eyes, and then I'm just dangling from a 2-story house. And yeah, I almost died.
That's what Harry Potter does to children.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm gonna throw a quick little story in there about me. So I think this was me. It was me or my sister, but I think it was me. I woke up one morning. My mom was like laughing, and she's like, "Do you remember anything from last night?" I was like, "No, I don't. Why? What happened?" And she's like, "I guess you were sleepwalking because you walked downstairs, and then you stood in front of the chair in the living room, and you just stood in front of it staring at it for like 3 minutes, and then you just shouted out, 'I can't find the bathroom!'"
Did you pee your pants?
I don't know.
Fucking he's like, I can't find the bathroom. You just go everywhere. Oh, back to bed. Why are my pajamas wet?
When did this happen? Like, how old were you?
I was pretty young. I was
like 16.
Yeah, no, I was probably like 8.
I can only
at the oldest.
imagine, like, in your dream, you're like looking for your like, because usually when you're sleepwalking, it's like dream based.
Yeah.
So, and I can only imagine, like, you went up to your bathroom, where like your bathroom was, and it was just like the door wasn't there; it was just wall.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. See,
Yeah,
like,
at least I didn't like shit on the chair or something.
feel like Smitty reminded me of something like I've only moved like seriously in my bed one time because I used to have a bunk bed, so I woke up dangling over just like that. But
I woke up falling out of my bunk bed once.
Yeah, I used to have a bunk bed as well.
I
Yo,
never did.
Well, okay, Gio, so I'm kicking him from the call.
No.
No, bunk bed kids only. All right.
But-
So, anyone
Yeah.
else have any little things? If not, we're gonna move on to the next section. Next segment.
Basically, I'm gonna make it long story short. My sister found a rock. She threw it. I turned over, and it was like about to land on me, like the middle of my forehead.
Ooh.
And before it hit me, I said one word. Wow. And then it hit me, and I got knocked out for like 2
I
minutes.
thought you were gonna be like dab, dab, and then hit, and then fall, like dab as you fall.
See, like,
I thought you were like
I-
just dabbing
The
the
way
deflect the
to go.
rock.
it was
Boom.
just weird when I was knocked out. I had like when I was knocked out, I saw my face on a caterpillar, and then I woke up, and there
What?
was like blood. Yeah, I know, it was weird, and like I had like woke up with like blood like coming out of my head, and then I just burst out crying because like
The
I was
very hungry caterpillar.
I imagine like Relic like sitting there, like lying next to someone like in a bed in a hospital, and they're talking, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I just got hit. I saw my life flash before my eyes. What'd you see?" Me as a caterpillar. The guy's like, "All right, can I move beds, please?" All right.
That's basically it.
Yeah. So the next thing we're gonna do, because this is the first podcast, I have up on the screen here 160 first date questions. That's right, there are 160 things you could ask someone on a first date. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and just you guys are gonna say like random numbers. I'm gonna read whatever that question is. So between 1 and
28
160,
Out of what?
69.
1 and we're going 28. But it was 160 is the max. So what fad did you never really understand?
What?
Fad, like trend. What trend? What's a trend
Oh.
that you never really understood?
Talking to woman.
Overrated. Females are overrated. Just the whole gender. Why do we need both? What's wrong with the dick? I get it.
It's the Ugandan Knuckles meme.
I thought that was funny. I liked it.
I didn't get it.
I think there are a lot of memes I don't understand.
I thought it was funny, but then when you go into a lobby, it's the most annoying thing in the world.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I don't understand is a lot of the music today that people like Little Pump, like Gucci Gang. I don't understand how that's even.
Deep Throat.
I love Deep Throat.
No, I like Deep Throat. That's a funny song.
Lick. I wanna eat your dick. That's like poetry, you know.
Gotta get them chopsticks, am I right, boys?
Yeah, exactly. So I like that. I like that one a lot. So you know, I don't
Whenever
know.
I'm in the car, they're like, "Want to play a song?" I said, "Sure," and that's the song I always go for. And they immediately take the phone out of my hand.
You're like, pass me the aux cord. I got this.
All right.
So yeah, next one. Someone say a number.
69.
Of course. Okay.
Appropriate.
What are you most grateful for? God, boo,
Thanksgiving,
Gio.
my family, my 11 subscribers.
My hand to jerk off with.
That's like
With your broken pinky.
Yeah,
like everyone's-
it wasn't broken. It works fine.
I feel like
There's nothing
everyone's
wrong with
answer.
it. It's just slightly shorter.
So there's something wrong with it.
It works fine.
I
If
can
something is
still-
like smaller than a centimeter, ooh, I can't reach it.
It still fits in my dad's butthole very nicely.
Listen, I fuck my ass with it. All right, so it works just as well.
Okay, so I feel like that's a kind of a dumb question, you know. Like
Yeah,
everyone's
that's
answers are
fair.
going to be really cliche and boring. So next, if someone wants to throw out another one, I will.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
Fine, we'll do 15. What would be your dream job? So believe it or not, I bet you can figure out what mine is. It would be a cartoonist.
Animator. Oh.
Yeah, so I just would love to work on like one of those like a 2D television show like The Simpsons or Rick and Morty or something like that. Maybe that would be hentai, you know, anything like that, you know. It has a large
Anything
fan
to get you those bucks.
Exactly. So yeah, that would probably be my dream job would be to be able to do animation. Deal.
What? Okay.
Dream job?
Fuck you, Rose. Yeah, dream job.
I like video editing, so maybe something along the lines of that, like in the film industry. Yep, editing hentai.
Yeah, I'll animate the hentai. You edit it. The dynamic
And
duo.
then Smitty can use his right hand for it.
Exactly. His little stubby pinky.
Smitty can be in charge of the sound.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's all
Ready?
I don't know, like, I kind of want to say YouTuber, but I want to shoot for something more realistic. So,
Ad revenue's not good.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, I want to be like a graphic designer. I want to I don't know, I want to draw like the art in like games. That's mainly what I want to do.
You design the hentai character.
Yeah.
And then I animate them, and then Gio edits the footage. Relic, how is your job going to help
Relic
us with our?
jerks off to it.
Yeah, how are you going to help us with our hentai empire?
What's really interesting, my dream job has nothing to do with any of
Wow.
it. You know, fine. I deliver the hentai.
What? No, what do you
I
want
want to be a delivery boy.
You're like, hey, the hentai's here. Oh, but I can't pay for it. Oh, well, then you'll have to suck on my tentacles. Okay, what's your actual?
Aerospace engineering.
You engineered the hentai. Boom.
Send it
We
in
made it
space.
work.
How does that even work?
You engineer. I don't know, Relic. You have to figure it out. You're the engineer.
Oh no, I got it. Aerospace engineer. They make spacecraft, right? I'll
Yes.
deliver the hentai to the alien species.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
they pay for it with kryptonite. I don't know.
Cryptocurrency. Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
All right.
What am I gonna do?
Smitty, give me a number between 1 and 160.
49.
Okay. Do you prefer to work in a team or alone?
That's
Ooh,
fucking
that's
boring.
hard.
Alone
Wait,
for me by far.
hold on.
I feel like I would say alone just
Yeah.
because I would like to do my own stuff and not
Yeah.
have to be criticized on it. But then I feel like it's kind of boring doing it alone. But if I had to pick, I guess, probably alone.
Yeah, same.
Can I say one thing? This is not a date question. This is a job interview question.
Maybe that it's both. You know, you
You're
you
having a
finish the
date with your
interview,
boss.
and you're like, oh, would you like to head out for a drink
What's your
afterwards?
kink?
You know.
Is a question.
But what are your social skills?
Okay, so I know this is
I
off
can
topic,
make hentai.
but number 52 is how techie are you? That's the question. How techie are you?
I'm good.
Like, that's just such a weird way to phrase it. Like, are you a
How much of
techie,
a
maybe?
fucking nerd are you?
Or how much of a techie are you? But how techie are you? That's a weird one. All right. Anyway, yeah. Anyone have anything else to add on to this work alone thing?
Not really. No.
All right. I'm gonna
No.
go with 123. 123. Where's the best place in your town or city to have a picnic? What the fuck?
Okay, so where you want to go is go on baseline, and you go on it for a while, and then there you go. You're at Grand Canyon.
Wait, do you live near the Grand Canyon?
No, I don't.
Just like eat straight up
It's
in
across the state.
just like eat in the middle of the Grand Canyon. Just like go down into the Grand Canyon, just like sit there and just like, oh, this is nice. So
See,
like some
like-
natural walls. It's almost like I'm inside.
I've lived in Arizona for almost 17 years.
The land of iced tea.
I've never been to the
the
Grand
land,
Canyon.
the land of YouTube animators.
Yeah, actually, very interesting.
Like all of them live there, right? Like the main ones do.
And, like apparently, if you do not take a mule way down, you're gonna be extremely tired to
Yeah,
the point
that's-
you
yeah.
can't walk anymore.
My
So
parents,
that
yeah,
that
sorry.
that fears me.
Yeah, my parents actually have a thing hung up in our house, or my dad does. It's like a frame picture of I think it's the Grand Canyon, and then he has like these little like arrowheads.
But it's
Like
all these weird faces on them.
it's what?
You see the Grand Canyon?
Oh yeah, with all yeah.
Yeah, Park and Rec.
Yeah, Parks and Rec, where all the president's faces. No, but it has like all these little like arrowheads, like from I don't know, like tribes, I guess. I think it's the Grand Canyon. I don't know why those were at the Grand Canyon. But yeah, that's okay. I guess my answer would probably be like a library, and then just see how long it takes for them to kick you out. I don't know. That's not really. It's that's kind of a dumb
Funeral right in the casket.
question. Or just like, oh, can you pass the guacamole? It's like under the guy's leg. All right.
It's in
that
the
was kind of
corpse.
a lame question. So, Relic, give a number.
159.
All right. If you unexpectedly won $10,000, what would you spend it on?
More lottery tickets.
I gotta win at least 2 more times, double my investment.
I won $2.
Press your luck.
That's it.
Buy some hookers and alcohol.
I think my answer, besides like college and stuff, which would be like the realistic answer, I think I would
Yeah.
do like a really nice gaming setup, like really nice computer, really nice desk, some nice monitors.
That new computer Unbox Therapy showed off today.
Yeah, that $20,000 one, I'd be halfway there.
You can see like the whole map in
Yes.
Fortnite.
I spend $20,000 just to be able to play a free game that you can get on your iPhone. Yeah. Sounds like a good deal to me.
You can actually look at it in the App Store now, but it's still invite only.
Yeah. So what about you guys? $10,000.
You already know
I,
the answer.
What? Oh, comic books, Geo, and just like collectibles and things.
Porn, yeah.
Porn. Yeah, of course.
Hentai.
porn comics, you know.
Nate's hentai.
Yeah, my hentai. Geo doesn't have to pay for that. He's part of it. He's part of the company. He gets his name in the credits.
I think I would buy a plane ticket,
Okay.
and also I'll buy a massive black rubbery dildo. Go to where Nate lives, and then knock on his door, and then just smack him in the face with it, and just fly back. No questions. You may talk to me, Zach. Why are you doing this? And I'd just be like, go back home. I'm not going to answer at all, and I'll just leave.
You could do that for less than $1,000. I don't know what
I know.
you're doing with the rest.
I don't
of
need
it.
I don't need anything else.
Just
That's all
can
I
I
want.
have the rest then?
No, I'm just gonna put it in my bank and do nothing with it.
That's pretty lame. All right, Relic, what's your answer?
All
All right.
hello.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm sorry. I saw the green circle like disappear. So
Relic,
okay.
Answer.
Boneless pizza.
All right, cool.
Wow,
Next
funny.
one. Gio, give a number.
Let's do 21.
Okay. So 21. I gotta get to it because Control F doesn't work because there's so many of them. If there was an Olympics for everyday activities, what activity would you have a good chance at winning a medal in? All right, let's get all the jerking off jokes out of the way.
God damn it!
So,
God damn it!
Yeah, I know you were all thinking it. So,
Matter seconds I could win.
I would say Smitty, you could be pretty good at like the fastest person to die in a Fortnite game.
Probably.
That's a pretty good one.
That's pretty good. I was thinking more of a dick sucking. I
That's
think I'd be
good.
pretty good at that one.
Yeah.
I've been practicing for a couple of years now, and I think I could probably master into the Olympics now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Gio, I'm sure it's something comic book.
Why would you
Comic book
ask this
reading.
on a date?
Like comic book trivia, do you think, Gio, you would be able to?
No, just eating. You know me.
There's professional eaters. Isn't that is that Olympic? That's not Olympic, I don't think.
No,
It's
but I
like
won a pie contest before, so I feel pretty confident.
Oh yeah, like a pie eating contest.
yeah, but there's like literal professional eaters though. Like
Sword swallower.
Alright.
I'm just
I do that every day.
but I guess you could say that. I don't know. I guess up against an average person, you'd probably be able. If that's the question that they're kind of asking, is like if you go up against average people, what do you think you're good at? So yeah, we're gonna skip Relic again.
Alright,
Why
that's
not?
fine.
I like to imagine the people who did sword swallowing for the first time. They're like, man, I want to do something pretty funny for like the king, because I'm assuming that's where it all started. Back in like that medieval time.
No, you know what it was,
Did you say-
Smitty?
What's the kinkiest thing you
What?
can do? Swallow the sword.
Is this like, is this an actual answer or a joke answer?
No, this
Medieval
he was
porn.
gonna be like, I have no talents. I'm just gonna kill myself. And then he starts doing. He's like, holy shit! I have a gift. I gotta show this to everybody.
He has no place to put his sword.
And then they're like, oh, guys, Frank's gonna commit suicide on stage. Really, it's about time. And then like he doesn't do it, and everyone just boos him.
I love Gio's answers. Just he doesn't have anywhere to put the sword, so he just like
Fun fact,
it just like walks around.
Nate, fun fact: before sheaves were made, everyone had to keep their swords in their mouths.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. How much we have about 10 minutes left, so we can answer a few more of these. I want to go to about an hour. So someone else throw a number out there.
2.
9.
Okay, I heard 2. This one sucks. I'm gonna go to a different one.
1.
What are you kind of obsessed with these days? That was 9.
Porn.
That and comics.
Fortnite memes.
I was gonna say Fortnite. Just Fortnite in general. That's
That's
that watches
America.
me on live stream.
World.
Even just looks at my YouTube videos, could probably figure that one
I
out.
thought we said we are gonna bleep out any advertisements of any of our channels.
This is my channel. Anyone that's been listening this far already knows this.
Nope, you can't see his video.
Nope, you can't. You can't advertise your own channel. Sorry, you're gonna have to bleep
Yeah,
that out.
I'll bleep it out. Don't worry about it. All right.
You're just gonna bleep me out. I already see it happening.
Anyone have any? Not editing this shit. Are you kidding me? Anyway, anyone have any actual answers that they want to say?
What was the question?
What's something you're like currently obsessed with? I know you said.
Yeah, comics. Got a
Um,
lot of good ones next to me. Wink, wink.
I'm not really obsessed with anything right now.
Harry Potter video games.
Okay, so I'm just kind of going through these. One here that's kind of interesting. What small, seemingly insignificant decision has had a massive impact on your life?
Joining this Discord.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Actually, was something
Yeah.
along those lines. Because I mean, I think for Relic and I, it's a bit of a bigger impact because you guys came along later. But like what happened was how we all met was Relic, Night Fox, and I. I met Relic and Night Fox in a game they were playing. It was just the two of them on a Gmod server. I was just joining random servers. With like not a lot of
hide
people.
and seek,
Yeah, it was hide and
right?
seek. And yeah, I was like, I don't know, we were playing, we were kind of goofing around and stuff. And at the time, I was the only friend I had on PC was Bradley, and he only liked to play like CS:GO and stuff. And I like Gmod, and he didn't like playing Gmod, so I was kind of on the hunt for some friends. And
My everyday life.
yeah, and so I was just like, hey, Relic and Fox, you want to like join this Discord? And then like and then people started joining and stuff. And actually, this is kind of embarrassing, but I'll share the story for it because we've been going a while. I don't think anyone's gonna listen this far into it. But actually, I think it was the day or the day before that I met you guys. You know how you can put like a little you can put things on like the Gmod forum or whatever on Steam. I had put a thing on there because people did this all the time. Like, hey, you want to join my server? You want to play? I put a thing on there like, hey, anyone want to play? And just like mess around in like sandbox or something. And then some dude told me to kill myself or whatever. He responded to it, and then I deleted it. So I was like, when I responded to him, I was like, baby, why? And then like sad face. I don't know if I think I deleted it after I met you guys because I was like, no point in having this up anymore. But yeah, anyone else have anything? Small, insignificant decision that had a massive impact on your life?
Yeah, I'd probably just say this channel. This channel gave me, like joining the Discord gave me a lot more opportunity to do different videos with more people. Because I really just planned to do just myself and all my videos. But it's more fun to do with more people.
So if you live to be 100, would you rather keep the body or the mind of yourself at 30 until you were 100? So I think this is what this is asking is, if you were to be 100, would you rather have, when you're 100 years old, would you rather have the wisdom of a 100-year-old, and wait, hold on, would you keep the body or the mind of yourself at 30?
But what I don't get is
so when you're 100, do you want to act 30 or look 30? Is that the question?
But like, why wouldn't you want to be someone that was the clear answer would be you would want to have the mind of a 100-year-old. You would have all these experiences, but the body of a 30-year-old. That's the clear answer, right? So I feel like I'm either misunderstanding this or this is a stupid question. So I'm just gonna move on so that we don't have to keep doing it. So, someone give me a number.
77.
77. Okay.
Who made these questions? BuzzFeed?
I don't know. Conversation Starters World is the website. So I guess there's a whole website dedicated to conversation starters.
Shouting them out.
Yeah, all modesty. Gotta bleep
Sponsored.
that. Yeah, sponsor me, Conversation Starters World. All modesty aside, what are you better than 90% of people? It doesn't have to be useful or serious. It could be something ridiculous. Obviously, my answer to this is drawing. I'm better than 90% of people that can draw.
Guitar Hero.
That's the stupidest fucking answer you could have possibly given.
Hey, wait till I get the Xbox 360 receiver, man. You're gonna see these live streams. And, oh my god. I use both my hands for the frets.
What are you? Okay. Wait, what's your answer, Gio?
Oh no, I was just going on Smitty's thing. I was saying like Guitar Hero for the Nintendo DS.
That wasn't me. I didn't say that.
No one said that.
He said Guitar Hero.
Like, well, yeah, but
no,
not.
But then he said the DS thing. Okay, I get it.
Okay, right. Yeah. I get,
what's your answer, Gio?
That's the video, guys. Stuck to. No, I'm kidding.
Oh gosh, maybe stuff I collect.
Just like collecting stuff.
Yeah.
The ability to collect things. I can do that. I can literally just go to Goodwill, buy 7 things. Boom, I'm a collector.
No, but it's like the things that you like aren't like every day sold, or they're kind of weird.
Oh, you're
like
good at finding them online.
Yeah, I got some weird stuff.
All your hentai collection that you've been editing. All right.
Wow.
Some of that falls into that category, but it involves real people.
All right. What's your answer?
I don't know. I'm pretty fucking useless at everything.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What am I good at?
I would say you're probably
bomb
better
defusing.
No.
Yeah.
You're probably better than
Taking
90%.
advantage of Fortnite.
I didn't hear that, Nate. What?
I think you're probably better than 90% of people at editing videos. Like, I mean, it's nothing crazy, but like,
I mean,
at the
if
same
I had
time,
a good editing set, I can go pretty crazy with it.
Shotgun.
yeah, but no,
Gotcha.
but like even like the amount that you can do right now, I feel like most people don't know how to edit or have the resources to know how to edit.
I mean, in high school when I first started, I joined the video class, and I did it, and I stuck with it for my entire high school career.
I did that as well.
So for 4 years, yeah, I just did editing.
I got an award for that.
Ooh.
Senior year. I had to go back to the school even though seniors had pretty much finished classes at that point. All right, we'll do one more question. So you're all through. Oh, sorry.
I want to ask a question to all you guys, and that is, what is if that's okay, Nate?
Yeah, what is it?
What is the weirdest experience you've had on this Discord?
All right, that's a good question to end this on.
Oh, I got a few.
What's your answer there? Then
Alright, it's kind of alright. So it's multiple parts, but it's kind of the same genre. So you have two people in one of your discords. One has a photo of an animated girl getting ejaculated on, and another one has a photo of their wiener getting cut
This
off.
isn't my Discord. To be clear to anyone that's listening, this is none of these are in the Discord that I own. This is whatever weird one he's in.
No, it's one of the gaming ones. Like this, just like
Oh, like
random.
PUBG, like the PUBG Discord or the Fortnite Discord or whatever.
Yeah. And then I joined. There's this YouTuber who does voice acting for like TV shows, and he does like on the side he does like some stuff occasionally with Pokemon. So he did a Discord, and he has some people running it. And for some reason, it's slowly turning into a furry Discord.
We should get out to Sky.
Okay, I have a pretty elaborate answer for this.
Isn't the video I sent in?
What?
I think yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That one video I sent for giggles because I know how much you love anime, Nate.
Oh, no, that's definitely no. This is so much weird. So this is not like so this is not like a picture or anything. This is an experience. So basically, what happened was I was playing PUBG one day with like Bradley and I think Sky, and I don't want to say any names. I have no idea. I had nothing wrong with the guy, but it's just an interesting experience. He basically messages me and he was like, hey, I have a friend, give him a shout out. And I'm like, what? He's like, I have a friend, he does like YouTube, can you give him a shout out? And I'm like, what do you mean, like on my YouTube channel? He's like, or your Twitch or whatever. And I was like, I mean, I don't know, I don't really do that kind of thing. Plus, you know, at the same time, yeah, I don't get that many viewers, like concurrent viewers. Like, so if I were to shout you out on Twitch, you know, you might get like five people watching. You might get like one sub. And so, I was like, I don't know, maybe. But somehow the conversation continued to progress to the point where the guy started talking about how he was super into cars. And he got this car that he was like working on and like renovating. And he was trying to, like, you know, get it like working really nice and everything. He was into renovating cars. Then he was like, I'm going to drive it all across the country. Do you want me to like pick you up? And like we can go driving together. And I'm like, no. What? No, I mean, like, I didn't say that. I was trying to be polite about it, but I'm like, I didn't know who this guy was. He was in the Twitch followers Discord, and he was just like some viewer that I'm sure he's a very nice guy, and we might have played together at some point.
He's trying to help you get the places.
But I don't remember him, right? And like, he's just messaging me, and he's like, you want to drive around the country? And I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm not really into cars, you know. He's like, oh man, that sucks. I'm like, you know who does really like cars though? My friend Skykita. Here, you can message her and she'll talk to you about that. So then that was then she started like, talking to him or whatever. But it's tied for that, and then that's the number one thing. I'm gonna throw out a little other side story because I think it's funny. Real quick, just not to like ramble too much, I wanna let you guys talk, but there was this thing. So Sky and I were talking once, and we were in a Discord call. And I was like, hey, Sky, do you want my phone number? And I think Relic knows the story. I was like, yeah, Sky, do you want my phone number? And she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I sent her in a DM, I sent her the phone number for a Papa John's, like a local Papa John's. And so she mutes her mic. And then she comes back into the call, and she's like freaking out, and she's like, why did you give me the number to a Papa John's? And I'm like, why? And she's like, I called it, and then I went, hey, bitch. And then they went, this is welcome to Papa John's. Can I take your order? And then she's like, and then I freaked out and hung up. Oh, man. That was great.
Oh, you shouldn't say something else.
Yeah, she could have. It could have been worse. No one's we're lucky that's what she said. All right.
She also called my local Papa John's one time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, she did. You were with us.
Yeah, she was just calling a bunch of different random numbers.
I asked her. I was like, "Hey, call my number. This is my phone. I swear." She calls it, and she finds out it's Papa John's. And Nate's like, "Ask her where Papa John is." So she
where's Papa? Can I speak to Papa John? Gotta get Sky on the podcast.
She was trying to say it, but she kept laughing. She's like, "Can I talk to?" And then the girl on the other end, she's like, "Sorry, what'd you say, sweetheart?" And I actually felt bad.
Yeah,
she's prank calling her because she was like, that whoever was on the phone seemed like really nice.
Get Sky on here to prank calls sometime. All right, Smitty, do you have an answer?
No, not really.
Oh,
I'm only in a couple Discords, and the majority of them are yours, Nate.
Yeah, there's the Not Safe for Work channel on the LG one.
I mean, yeah,
that one's
there's
amazing.
like that.
Oh, I have a great image. I'm gonna post it right now.
For those, most people obviously don't know what we're talking about here, but we have a Not Safe for Work channel in one of our Discords, and none of the pictures in it are actually pornographic. Like, I just posted a picture of nuts, just like, like pecans and peanuts and like, all that stuff. And then like Gio posted a picture of like a Minecraft mouse pad with like boobs on it.
And there was one with like a hot dog, but like with a banana peel on it.
Like a hot dog and a banana peel.
It's great.
Then I sent a picture of Nate.
Yeah. Me and Gio. All right, so yeah, I think that about wraps it up then, right? Unless anyone else has any.
Well, I just want to say like the weirdest probably experience I've had, because that wasn't
okay.
No, that was just going off of yours, but
oh, sorry, I thought you said yours.
I just want to say when we met Typhlosion and Elite.
Oh my
for
god!
The first time.
Yeah, that was an interesting experience.
At first, I thought like this was like with them, there was gonna be like a really really great. I thought like that was the day our Discord was becoming great, and then Typhlosion. I don't know what happened to him, but I think he probably got bombed by Trump.
No, he talks to me. I blocked him on everything, and I kicked him from the Discord. He messaged me. He messages me randomly now and again, just asking me to do shit for him, and like. I was like, what? He's like, the other day, because he lives in Saudi Arabia. He was like, hey, can you, like, what did he, God, I don't even remember what he said.
It's like, change my username to something that's not, make a profile pic that's not copywritten by Pokemon.
He did do that, but he was like, he's like VPN, something about a VPN. He's like, he needs to make a VPN account because he's like Saudi Arabia or whatever. I was like, yeah, no, thank you. I'm done with this. And then I blocked him. So that was a weird experience. But yeah, anyway, yeah, and then he like broke his headset or whatever from playing Slender Man.
Yeah,
Nate.
Yeah. One of my favorite quotes from him ever was, "I'm not the bloody traitor, you bastard," or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That was in like Trouble in Terrorist Town video.
Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, Minnie.
So I had a funny story I wanted to tell you, and I think it's a great way to end it because it's boy, you're gonna love this.
Okay.
So, I went to the dentist.
Wait, is this related to the Discord?
Why not? No,
Okay.
it's actually not.
Yeah,
but fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway.
Go ahead.
I don't have anything funny.
Go ahead.
A couple weeks ago, I went to the dentist, and they shoved a couple needles in me because I had to do they had to do some filling and like stuff to my teeth. So they had to shove a couple needles in me, and then they gassed me. And they overdid it on the Novocaine by a lot, so I was really high. It's in one of Nate's videos.
Yes, this is.
I remember half the stuff that I did that day. I don't even remember most of the stuff. Yeah, most of the stuff I did even in the video that we were in. And I don't remember anything at the dentist. Went back a couple days ago, and I was sitting in the chair. The dentist came up to me and says, "So, are you gonna sing more for us?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Yeah, last time you were here, the radio was playing, and it was playing Take On Me, and you were singing very loudly the song Take On Me." And I was like, "What? Yeah, you were just going on and just singing out." So apparently I was in my chair going like this. Take on me, take on me. And they said no one was in there, so they didn't like stop me, so they were like okay with it. So yeah, you were just singing that song the entire time.
That's probably the best thing for a dentist.
Then they were like, "So you want to get gassed again?" I was like, "No, I don't want to get fucking gassed again. I want to remember what happens when I come here." And he's like, "All right." He was a super nice guy, but like, I don't want to get gassed and not remember the shit that I do when you're doing like stuff to my mouth. Like,
That's fair
oh
enough.
god.
See, like going to the dentist fears me. Well, I don't really fear going to the dentist. I fear getting my wisdom teeth pulled out. I don't know if I'm. I don't know. No, because I don't know if I'm ever gonna need to.
Relic, we're wrapping it up. Hurry up.
Okay, yeah. Thanks so much for watching.
Relic, okay. Well, no, I'm gonna do the end. I'm gonna do the ending. So, did you have anything to say?
Yeah, forget it.
All right. Well, because nobody cares about
the next episode.
Because no one cares about Relic. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it very much. The first episode was a wrap. It didn't go as horribly as I thought it would. I don't think I'll have to really edit it up or anything. We actually talked consistently for the entire hour. So we'll see you next month, and if you made it this far, type big old penis in the chat. All right.
Wow.
See you guys
Way to be
next
creative,
time.
Nate.
All I can all I can imagine is like someone's just gonna skip to the end.
Big old penis. All right. See you guys next time.
What a horrible idea for a podcast.